They call him the machine, the human metronome. But behind that legendary consistency lies a terrifying truth that opposing pitchers know all too well. Freddie Freeman has managed to statistically nullify the concept of the slump. No other superstar in the modern era possesses this terrifying gift, a statistical ghost that haunts every pitch count.
Welcome to 604 News Now, where we dig deeper than the highlight reel to analyze the pillars of victory. And today, we're dissecting the man who ensures the Dodger dynasty doesn't crumble, the irreplaceable stability of Freddie Freeman. We talk about MVP seasons, we talk about flashy home run totals, but when you zoom out and look at the actual architecture of winning baseball, it's not the spikes that matter, it's the floor. And nobody's floor is higher or harder than Freeman's.
The league average drop-off in batting performance, your typical mid-season malaise, usually sees a player's OPS dip anywhere from 50 to 80 points between the months of April and August. It's inevitable human fatigue. Yet when you analyze Freeman's last 5 full seasons, his performance variance across those hot summer months hovers around a jaw-dropping 8 points. He doesn't decline, he simply is. It is, as one rival GM reportedly confessed, the single most frustrating number in baseball. You wait for him to regress to the mean, but Freddie Freeman is the mean. This stability isn't merely about maintaining a high batting average. It's about providing predictable, high-leverage outcomes every single night, making him the ultimate risk mitigator in a high-variance sport. The immediate counterargument always surfaces: if he's so valuable, why isn't he consistently winning the MVP? Why do the shiny new toys often grab the spotlight? This leads us to the distinction between visible competence and systemic value. A home run that wins a game is exhilarating, but the 10 foul balls Freeman hits off the starting pitcher in the second inning to drive up the pitch count, exhausting the opponent's bullpen before the 5th, that's invisible competence. That's how you win October. As former pitching coach Leo Matsumoto stated, you can't pitch to him, not because of his raw power, but because he refuses to give you the easy out. He extends counts better than anyone. It's like throwing 10 pitches just to get him to foul off 4 balls. By the 6th inning, the guy behind him, who is hitting .25, looks like Babe Ruth because your starter is completely gassed. This mental warfare is amplified by his unparalleled clutch reliability. Think about the feeling in the dugout, the intangible asset of confidence. When the tying run is on second base in the 9th and Freeman steps in, the pressure doesn't shift to the batter, it transfers entirely to the pitcher. A current Dodger teammate summed it up perfectly. When Freddie's walking up, I don't feel pressure, I feel pity for the guy on the mound. That's the definition of a spiritual and mental pillar for this entire organization. But the real, terrifying secret to Freeman's competence, the key that unlocks his systemic value, is the third pillar, the Iron Man factor: durability. In a league defined by DL stints, load management, and microfractures, Freeman is a statistical anomaly. This isn't just luck. This is the consequence of surgical preparation. He has routinely played over 150 games year after year, transforming his contract not just into a payment for production, but a guarantee of presence. It's the consistency of attendance that allows the coaching staff and the rest of the lineup to set their rhythm. And here is where the deeper story emerges, the surprising detail that connects his physique to his psychological impact, his famed off-season Freddie dance. We see those videos and laugh at his incredible flexibility and agility for a man his size. But according to biomechanical experts, that movement isn't just performance. It's evidence of a uniquely conditioned core and a range of motion that fundamentally reduces shear stress on his joints.
Dr. Elias Vance, a sports physiotherapist who studied high-performing athletes, once commented, "Look at the fluidity of his hips and shoulders. For a man who carries that much mass and generates that much bat speed, the fact that his kinetic chain is so perfectly integrated means he distributes impact shock flawlessly. He's built not just to hit, but to absorb the punishment of 162 games without breakdown." The truth is, that incredible durability is the necessary foundation for his consistency, and it's why his disappearance would signal the true end of the Dodgers' first dynasty era, a void that simply cannot be filled by acquiring another slugger. So let's circle back to the opening mystery, the terrifying flaw hidden within his statistical perfection. The climax is simple. There is no flaw. His performance is a statistical wall the league cannot break.
While others have higher peaks, Freeman's valley is a mountain for everyone else. His value isn't measured in seasonal highlights, it's measured in the cumulative emotional relief he provides, the sustained pressure he exerts, and the hundreds of games he simply shows up for, ready to deliver. He is the mental checkmate in the chess match of a grueling baseball season, the guarantee that even on the worst day, the Dodgers have a chance.
Do not mistake consistency for mediocrity. In baseball, consistency at this elite level is greatness. If you appreciate this kind of deep dive analysis into the true architecture of winning championships, make sure you hit that like button, share this video with fellow baseball fanatics, and subscribe to 604 News Now for more hard-hitting commentary. And tell us in the comments below, if you were forced to replace Freddie Freeman on your favorite team, which single MLB player, regardless of position, would you choose to replicate his three pillars of stability, reliability, and durability?